President Donald Trump will posthumously award the Presidential Medal of Freedom to Charlie Kirk on October 14th. What would have been the conservative activist's 32nd birthday? Kirk, the 31-year-old founder of Turning Point USA, was fatally shot while speaking at Utah Valley University on September 10th, with his widow Erika accepting America's highest civilian honor on his behalf during a White House East Room ceremony. Kirk's supporters celebrate him as a giant of his generation who mobilized young conservatives and built Turning Point USA into a powerhouse with over 250,000 student members across 3,500 campuses. A high school dropout who became a political kingmaker, Kirk helped Trump secure youth votes in 2024 and was described as a youth whisperer by The Guardian and one of the most prominent voices on the right by The Washington Post. However, Kirk's legacy remains deeply controversial due to his inflammatory rhetoric on race and civil rights. He called the Civil Rights Act of 1964 a huge mistake and labeled Martin Luther King Jr. as awful and a very flawed man, claiming America had created a myth around the civil rights leader. His 2024 comment, "If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified," sparked widespread condemnation.
If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
Critics also point to Kirk's promotion of conspiracy theories, including the Great Replacement theory suggesting Jewish donors fund efforts to replace white Americans with immigrants, the same ideology that inspired the 2018 Pittsburgh synagogue shooter. He spread false claims about George Floyd's death, promoted COVID-19 misinformation, and advanced debunked theories about 2020 election fraud, earning him accusations of anti-Semitism despite his vocal support for Israel. On gender issues, Kirk courted controversy by claiming birth control makes women angry and bitter, and that females over 30 aren't attractive in the dating pool. He opposed gun control so vehemently that he once said some gun deaths were worth it to preserve Second Amendment rights.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.
His final public words, moments before being shot, were dismissive of mass shooting statistics, counting or not counting gang violence. Kirk's assassination has intensified America's political divisions, with his death sparking both heartfelt tributes and partisan celebrations on social media. The Trump administration has used his killing to justify a crackdown on left-wing organizations, while Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu mourned him as a lion-hearted friend. The Medal of Freedom ceremony underscores how Kirk's polarizing legacy continues to divide America even in death, with supporters seeing a martyred patriot while critics remember a divisive provocateur.